Okay, this is a demo on the stop motion animation suite room CCB 121. Come into the room, there's an iMac. I just used my login with my first initial and last name plus passcode. Notice that I have a hard drive connected to the Mac, and that's where I'll be capturing the media that's coming off of this camera, and the camera is going into the iMac. It will be controlled by the DragonFrame software. To the on position, set the camera to manual, remove the lens cap, turn on the animation stand lights. Make sure you have a clean sheet of green construction paper or black paper and tape it down with tape. Create a work folder on the desktop or on your hard drive for the project. Open the DragonFrame icon on the dock to open the software and set it up to new scene. You can give the scene a name. I'm saying Doe, but you would use your last name plus scene.
When you connect a camera with a USB cable to your computer, DragonFrame will detect your camera and activate its live view function. Before you start shooting, you'll want to check your camera's exposure settings in the cinematography workspace. This interface controls your camera directly.
You should now see the feed from the camera inside the DragonFrame window. You can toggle between workspaces using the buttons at the top right corner of the interface. The cinematography workspace controls the shutter speed, f-stop, and ISO. The animation workspace is where your shots are stored and where you can rearrange your animation sequence. Before you start shooting, it's a good idea to set up your settings. Switch to the cinematography workspace. If there's any adjustments to make, go to the cinematography button, and then you can adjust your camera settings, your f-stop, ISO. Use the focusing images to focus your camera. Click on the Focus tab to zoom in to focus. If it's blurry, adjust the focus on the camera to make sure it's sharp, and then check the focus again to see that it's sharp in DragonFrame, and go back to the normal view. Use the zoom slider to see that you can zoom in on the image and that none of it is cut off. Check the camera settings that they're set up for 50 shutter speed and ISO 800. Make sure the mask is set to 16:9 and set the mask capacity to 50%. So make sure your mask settings are set properly or set for your aspect ratio. Now we can begin the animation process by clicking the buttons.
Check your exposure, focus, and composition here. You can also set image quality using full resolution stills and even RAW files. Return to the animation workspace to shoot your first frame. All of the important animation controls can be found on your DragonFrame keypad. As you shoot, DragonFrame automatically downloads your images into a folder on your hard drive. As you continue to shoot frames, you can compare your last frame shot to the current live view. Do this by stepping back and forth through your frames, ending with the live view.
With onion skinning, you can push the little red dot back. That way you can see the prior screen. That gives you the ability to see the shot before, so you can see how much you're moving it. If you move it a little bit, then you can still see the ghosted pattern. Of course, we're seeing the grid here, and what you would use is some kind of a flat background, either black, green, whatever color you want.
When you're done shooting, you can export QuickTimes or image sequences.
If you already have a hard drive, you can save it in a folder in your hard drive, or you can put it on the desktop. There is no access to the student server, so you would have to upload to your Dropbox folder from the desktop if you do not bring your hard drive.